This video is sponsored by Edukaji. For more free SPM video, log on to Edukaji site. The link is in the description below. Hi guys, my name is Terry. In this video, we'll go through the SPM 2023 Add Math paper, and this is paper 2. Okay, so we're going to get started with question number 1. This is from System of Equation of Form 4, Chapter 3. So here we are given 3 equations and you would solve it simultaneously. So it's up to you how you want to solve it. Some of you may want to use substitution, others may prefer elimination. Now for me, if you're given 3 terms, all the 3 terms, P, Q, and R, I will use elimination. All right. So first we identify which term can be eliminated. You look for the LCM. Okay. You see P, right? The LCM is 2, 1, and 3. So the LCM is 6. So it's a bit harder. We want the smallest LCM. 1, 2, 1. So Q is quite easy. All right. Then look at R. 1, 4, 1. So I think we eliminate Q. Yeah. Q has the smallest LCM. Okay. So we call this equation 1. If you want, you can rearrange it. You can rearrange it, rewrite it if you want. This is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. So I'm going to start by taking equation 1 add the equation 3 because I want to get rid of Q. Now, I hope you can see this. 2P, when you add with 3P, you get 5P. Minus Q plus 1Q, you get 0. Minus R plus minus R, you get minus 2R. And 6 plus 2 gives us 8. That is equation number 4. All right. Then, you see, at the same time, you need to involve all 3 equations. Your equation 2, right, you notice there's a 2Q here, whereas this is negative Q. So I need to get minus 2Q, right? So I'm going to take equation 1 times 2 to get 2Q. So 2P times 2 is 4P. Q times 2, 2Q. R times 2 is 2R. 6 times 2 is 12. Call this equation number 5. So let us solve them, right? You're solving equation 2 and equation 5. We take equation 2, we plus the equation 5. The reason why I plus is because you have different sign. When you have the same sign, you're going to minus. When you have different sign, you have to add them together. Now, as I add them together, right, you notice P plus 5, 1P plus 4P, you get 5P. 2Q plus minus 2Q, you get 0. Minus 4R plus minus 2R, you get minus 6R. And your 8, when you add with 12, you get 20. So that is equation number 6. Now, next thing is I need you guys to focus on equation number 4 and equation number 6. What should I do? Plus or minus? If you notice that 5P, 5P are the same, so I'm going to subtract them. I'm going to minus them. So equation 4 minus equation 6, 5P minus 5P is 0, minus 2R minus 6R, that will be positive 4R, 8 minus 20, negative 12, because your R is negative 3. So once you got the value of R, you can just sub inside any equation. Maybe I use equation number, which one is easier? Actually, we want to find P first, right? So I think we start with equation 4. So 5P minus 2R, R is negative 3, equals to 8. So this is 6. So 6 I bring over becomes minus 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. P is 2 over 5. Okay? Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to sub inside any equation. Again, maybe equation 1. Your P is 2 over 5. Q is an unknown. R is negative 3. The result is 6. So, okay, this number is a bit uglier. 4 over 5. U minus Q plus 3 equals to 6. Okay, maybe I transfer Q to the right. Transfer this to the left. So 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Q is 4 over 5 minus 3. So it's 4 minus 15, negative 11 over 5. Okay, question number 2. This is Form 4, Chapter 8, Vectors. Okay, so diagram shows a quadrilateral BCD and a right angle triangle ABC. So it is given that AB is 2x, so I'm going to label here 2x. AC is 3y, this is 3y. AB is 2/3 of AE. Now I can demonstrate BE is 1x, but if you want to show your working, let me work it out here. They say AB, right, is 2/3 of AE, 2/3 AE. So that means your AE is 3/2 of AB. What's your AB? Your AB is 2x. So you cancel this. This is 3x. Now, if your AE is 3x, immediately I can just label this as 1x, isn't it? The whole thing is 3x. AB itself is 2x. Left with BE, which is 1x. Now, what else do you have? CD is here. It is 1/3 x plus 1. Okay, so first thing you want to find is BC. So BC is measured from here to here. I'm going from B to A to C. All right, so let me write BC as B to A to C. Now, nowadays, they want you to write this. So guys, you cannot just write minus 2x plus 3y. It's very sad. You need to write the whole working, B to A to C, right? So BA is negative 2x. Based on my graph, you can see my diagram, BA is going against. And you notice I always label the arrow to help you to see when you're going against the direction, it's negative. If you follow the direction, it's positive. This one I'm going against the direction. AC, you're following the same direction. So it's minus 2x plus 3y. Right? You can rewrite, put a positive in front, negative at the back. Okay? That is vector BC. Right. Okay, now let's move on to ED. Where's ED? Now look at the diagram. ED is this. I use another color. You go this way. So to go from E to D, right? It's just a little bit longer. We go E to A, followed by A to C, followed by C to D. So we have to do 3 parts. Okay, let me write down. ED will be E to A plus A to C plus C to D. Now your EA, right, you can see EA is minus 3x, is going downwards, so it's negative. 3y is positive, your AC is positive 3y. Your CD, just copy this 1/3 x plus y. Now, maybe you put the positive one in front, the y in front, the negative one at the back. 3y plus 1y, that gives us 4y. Minus 3x, okay, let me highlight for you. Minus 3x plus 1/3x is minus 9 plus 1 minus 8/3x, right? So, there you go. Normally, we put the positive in front, negative at the back, okay? So, I've got my BC, I got my ED. Next, we're supposed to show that ED, BC are parallel. When two vectors are parallel, the first vector is a multiple of the second vector. So we can say ED equals to lambda BC. Okay, take your ED, substitute inside. 8/3x. Take your BC, which is 3y minus 2x, substitute inside. Now here we have two different methods. One, you can multiply inside, compare the two lambda. You need to show that lambda values are the same. Number two, we can factorize straight away, cancel out the vector and find lambda. Okay, it's up to you. Some people find it hard to see, like factorizing directly a bit hard to see. Then I suggest you times inside 3 lambda y minus 2 lambda x. Okay, now we begin by comparing the coefficient of your y. Coefficient means the number in front. Number in front of y. Maybe I just highlight the number in front of y is 4. And on my right hand side, sorry, I wrote x, right? Maybe I start with y. Yeah, start with y. Y is the first term here. So 4 equals to 3 lambda. Your lambda is 4/3. Then your coefficient of x, the number in front is minus 8/3. This is minus 2. So we write minus 2 lambda. We write minus 8/3 equals minus 2 lambda. 8 can divide by 2 is 4. Your lambda is also 4/3. You see the lambda values are the same, right? If the lambda values are the same, meaning they must be parallel. right? But we need to rewrite this. ED is therefore 4 over 3BC, right? If I can express the first vector in terms of the second vector, meaning they must be parallel, right? We write that here. Therefore, ED is parallel to BC, right? Okay. Guys, let's move on to question number 3. Question number 3 is from 5, chapter 2, differentiation. All right, so here we have a tank, a water tank. Okay, let me move this down a little bit. Okay, so water tank, a closed cylindrical tank has height of h, radius of r. The tank can be fully filled with this meter cube of water. So find the total surface area of the tank in terms of pi and r. Okay, so everyone, we need to form 2 equations. The first equation is what? What does this thing represent? What is this? Start with letter V, volume. So volume of water in the tank is 125 over 4 pi. Okay, so here's the thing. I hope you remember. What's the formula for volume of water? Cylinder. A cylinder. Yes, pi r square h. Right? This is your height. Okay, so let's use pi r square h equals to 125 over 4 pi. Okay, now you notice the question says find the total surface area in terms of pi and r. So in terms of pi and r means you don't have what? You don't have h. So we're going to get rid of h. To get rid of h, we make h as a subject. So I can cancel pi and pi, divide it, right? My h is 125 over 4r squared, equation number 1. Okay, now I need a second information. Second information is your total surface area, right? Now, total surface area, if you still remember, if you open up this layout, right, or the net that we call it, consists of a rectangular curved surface area and 2 circles. The 2 circles has area what? Pi r squared. Be careful, sometimes you have an open top, but this one is a closed cylindrical tank, so we can take both. We should take both, right? So we know the surface area, we can call it A as 2 pi r squared plus, how about this part here? Your height is h. The length from here to here is your circumference, right? Circumference is what, guys? Circumference is 2 pi r. Sorry, very small. So we write this as 2 pi r h. Equation number 2. Now from here, I'm going to sub equation 1 inside equation 2. The moment you sub inside, don't write h, write what? Write 125 over 4r squared. So can we cancel this, right? Cancel 4 and 2. Okay, let me cancel this. Cancel, left with 2. So your area, surface area is 2 pi r squared plus 125. There is still a pi outside, divide by r. Okay, now what happened to this r? Can you see this r and this r squared? You cancel. You're left with r. Okay, I still have another 2 below. There you go. 125 pi over 2r. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, can we go on? We're going to differentiate this now. Okay. So you have your total surface area in terms of pi and r, but we will need to differentiate. How do I know whether you have to differentiate? Every time they ask for minimum or maximum. But this question is just one step further because they ask for, they say the cost is this. This is the cost per square meter. All right, you want to find the minimum cost. Before you find minimum cost, you find minimum area. So minimum area happens when the gradient of A versus R graph is 0. Okay, for example, today I draw A versus R graph. Now, it may look like this. It has a minimum value here. At the minimum value point, your gradient of this graph is 0. So first, let us differentiate dA dr. Okay. When I differentiate, bring the power 2 down, you get 4 pi r. differentiate this, put a negative in front. 125 pi, okay, over 2 r squared. Now, guys, the way I differentiate a bit faster, I know some of you in school, you've been using the slow way. You want to do a slow way, go ahead. The slow way will be you bring this 125 pi over 2 r, put negative 1, right? This is what you do, right? When you differentiate dA dr, what do? You bring the power 2 in front, 4 pi r. The negative you bring in front, 125 pi over 2 r power negative 2. Then negative 2, you bring it back down, you get this answer. Can you see that now? So the way I do a bit faster, okay? So if you're not sure, you are not comfortable with this, you want to use a slow way, go ahead, please. Right. Now, at the turning point or minimum point in this case, the gradient should be 0. So we let dA dr equals to 0. Our goal is to solve for r. So let me bring 125 pi over 2r squared to the left, right? The 4 I bring down. So you have 125, 2 times 4 is 8. R I bring up, r squared times r, I get r cubed. Pi and pi I can cancel. Okay, let me just cancel pi here, right? So your r cubed is 125 over 8. Cube root of 125 is 5. Cube root of 8, answer is 2. Guys, I got my r value now. But remember, r value simply means this. This is your r value, 5 over 2. I need to find my minimum area. So to find the minimum area, take this r, substitute inside your a. Right, let me sub in here. This is 2 pi. What's your r? 5 over 2 square plus 125 pi over 2, 5 over 2. Okay, this part here I'm going to use calculator. A bit hard to do mentally. Can I? Can do mentally or not? I can do mentally, but you guys probably want to use calculator. 5 squared, 25. 25 divided by 2, cancel 2 is 25 pi over 2. Now, this one you can cancel 2 and 2. 125 divided by 5 is 25. Another 25 pi, right? Yes? Then you add together. This will give us 75 over 2 pi. Okay? So this is your area. All right. Now, here, remember, in SPM, they will always ask you to use 3.142. So we can calculate first, change to decimal. Okay, change to 3.142, decimal. Okay, let's count. Okay, I need a calculator here. This one must use calculator. All right, let me move out a bit. Now, okay, I'm going to type in 75 over 2 times 3.142. So this is my surface area. You can change to decimal, 117.825. 117.825. Okay, this is your area in square meter. So 1 square meter costs 720. But you have 100 over square meter. So what's your total cost? You take this value, multiply RM 720. Okay, let's count. Take this, multiply 720. You should get 84,834. Okay, wait, did I say wrongly? Is this 7 ringgit 20 cent? 700. 720, yeah? Yeah, very big number, right? 84,000, yeah. 84,834. 84,834. Very big tank, of course. This is like a big giant water tank. Sorry, it's RM, sorry. No, it's RM. So it's 84,834. That's it, full stop. That's your answer. Yeah. In the same. All right. Okay, so everyone, now, the first one is finding unknown. Normally, this is a question, right? It's higher chance for question 4A to come on paper 1, but this one came on paper 2, right? You're supposed to find the 3 unknown, the 2 unknown C and P. Okay, now we know graph of tangent looks like this. If you want to find the value of C, right? C represent the Y translation. So whether you move up or down. So very simple. You look at the graph here. This is your Y translation. So what's your C? C is -1. Straight away. All right. Now, then we look at your P. how to find your P. So we know your y value, your function y is now tangent x minus 1. This is a graph tangent x minus 1. To find P, I sub in this coordinate P minus 2. Your y is minus 2, right? Your x is P. You bring this to the left. Tangent P is negative 1, right? How to find P? Sorry, my tangent looks ugly. Let me just fix this. This P, to find it, we can use the idea of reference angle. Shift tangent 1. What do you get? Pi over 4. Okay, now here's the thing. Some teachers will say use degree mode, then convert to radian. But you can actually use both, right? Radian mode directly. So if you use radian mode directly, okay, by the way, your calculator change to radian mode, shift mode 4 for radian. So when you shift tangent, when you find reference angle, drop the negative, put positive 1, you get pi over 4. So this is your REF. REF is reference angle, or bahasa we say sudut rujukan, pi over 4. Okay. Now, for those who are using this calculator, okay, you can see my calculator, right? For those who are using this calculator, you press shift menu. Sorry, one more time. Shift menu. Your angle unit you can choose. Press 2. Use 2 for radian. Right? Shift tangent 1. You should get pi over 4. If you use your calculator in degree mode, it's not a problem. You can use degree mode. So when you use degree mode, your answer is 45. But if you get 45, go to convert to radian. How to convert to radian? Times pi over 180. Leave it in terms of pi. Don't change to 3 power 4 because most of the time we're going to leave answer in terms of pi. Okay. So, but this is not all yet. Okay. All right. This is not all yet. I will take this is negative, right? Okay, for those who have seen this before, right? Tangent is negative in which quadrant? Tangent is positive in quadrant 1 and 3, ASTC. Tangent is negative in quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. Okay, so this one is quadrant 2 or quadrant 4? This is quadrant 4. Why? This is a quadrant 1. This is your quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So quadrant 4, what we do is we take 2 pi minus pi over 4. Answer 7 pi over 4. Yeah, that's your answer. Okay. Okay. Now let's solve this equation. Okay, to solve this equation, right, we divide it first. You can write cos x equals to negative 1 over 2. You see, this angle is in radian. See, everyone? Radian, right? But they say pi is, your x is between pi and 3 pi. So number one, I'm going to use my calculator. Okay, depending on you're using this one or the other calculator, I'll show you this first. Shift cos 1 over 2. Remember, when you calculate this, drop the negative. Write this down, pi over 3. So this is your reference angle, pi over 3. Okay, now cos is positive in which quadrant? You need to remember your ASTC. All science teacher crazy, yeah? Only science teacher, not math teacher. So cos is negative here, quadrant 2, quadrant 3. But because normally we go from 0 to pi to 2 pi. Okay, I say this again. You go one whole round, right? Pi is 180. 360 is 2 pi. But because this is from 0 pi to 3 pi, so we're going to go a little bit more. This is 2 pi. This is 3 pi. That means we don't take anything. Should I just blanco this out? We cannot take this. We cannot take this. We only take pi to 3 pi. So we have to consider the answer over here. So your reference angle is pi over 3 here. Reference angle is pi over 3 here. So for the first answer, we should go from here to here is pi, right? You plus another pi over 3. So let me write down first answer, pi plus pi over 3. Okay, second answer, I go from 2 pi, this is 2 pi, this is 3 pi minus. So we're going to write this as 3 pi minus pi over 3. So your answer is 4 over 3 pi and 8 over 3 pi. Okay, that's the answer. All right. Now, next, sketch a graph of y equals to 2 cos x. Okay, cos graph, right, everyone? I'm going to use a graph. I'm going to draw a graph here. Cos graph, oh, very ugly. Okay, draw like this. You are drawing from 0 to 2 pi. Yeah, 0 to pi. So we break it up into 4 parts. So your cos generally, we go down and up like this. But because you have a 2 in front, the 2 in front represents your amplitude. That means you start from 2, you go down to -2. So you go down like this, 1, down 2, 3, and 4. Okay, my third part, let me rub it off a bit ugly. One more time. Okay, could be better. Yeah, I think it's all right. So this is x. This is 2 pi. This should be pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. So there you go. This is your y equals to 2 cos x. Okay, now this is sketch a graph. By drawing a suitable straight line on your sketch, find the range of values of x for which cos x is less than -half. Okay, so where is -half? -half is here. So we're going to draw a line. I'm going to use blue color. I draw a line across. You can see here, right? And we're going to find the range of values of x. So if you take this, you move it up. This is the first answer. This is the second answer. Okay, now actually we already have our answer. The first answer is 4 over 3 pi. This one. Why? Pi plus, this is quadrant 3. Okay, remember, quadrant 2 is here. Quadrant 2 is, let me write here, the quadrant 2 is pi minus pi over 3, which is 2 pi over 3. Okay, let me write here, this is 2 pi over 3 or 2 over 3 pi. Quadrant 3 is this, 4 over 3 pi. This one, 4 over 3 pi. So 4 over 3 pi. And you want it to be less than -half. Less than -half means below. It's like, you know, like your inequality, right? We shade the region, remember, shade the region, highlight, move it up. So the region that I have is actually here. This part of my graph is less than -half. Less than -half. So what are my x value? You move it up, my x value will be between 203 pi and 403 pi. But guys, I don't want to, you know, I don't put all this in my drawing, so it's gonna like make my drawing really ugly. So I just write directly from my graph, right? So your x value should be what? Your x value should be between 2 over 3 pi and 4 over 3 pi. That's my answer. Okay. Do you need to do anything else? No. You're finding the range of values of x. Yeah, your range of values x between these two, and we're good. Okay. Next question, question 5 from 4, chapter 2, quadratic function. Okay, so it is given that 2x plus 3 is one of the factor of this quadratic function, right? Such that m is a constant, find the value m. Okay, if it's a factor, right? Now, I hope you understand. When this is a factor, that means we can substitute the root inside, the whole thing becomes 0. Okay, what do I mean? Okay, maybe you think of it this way. 2x plus 3, let it be 0. If this is a factor, this is the root, -3/2. Correct? So you take this, you sub inside -3/2, the whole thing becomes 0. It is a solution. It is a root, right? A root means a solution to an equation. The solution to an equation means when I substitute inside the whole thing, you can let it be 0. So I'm going to put -3/2 bracket 5 minus 2 of -3/2 close bracket plus m, the whole thing becomes 0. Can we simplify this? Cancel. Wait. Cancel is 8, right? -3/2 times 8 plus m equals 0. M should be what? Is it 12? Cancel, cancel, 4, negative 12, bring over m is 12, right? You can't do mentally, can use a calculator. The first part, m is 12. Okay? All right. Now, next, by completing the square, express fx in the form this, sketch the graph. Okay, so I know my m is 12. So I'm going to rewrite my fx as x 5 minus 2x plus 12. Okay, this x I expand first. This is 5x minus 2x squared plus 12. I'll do very, very slowly. If you want to complete the square, right, we need to factorize this expression such that coefficient of x squared is 1. So maybe I put negative 2x first plus 5x plus 12. Okay, now I'm going to factorize negative 2. So when you take out negative 2, right, 5 divide negative 2 is negative 5 over 2. Keep the 12 outside. Yeah? So I'm going to add a number. Guys, what is the number you're going to add? Remember, in completing the square, right? Okay, let me move this up a bit, no space. In completing the square, the number you add must be half of the coefficient x. Your coefficient x is negative 5, 2. You need to take half of it or divide by 2. You square it. Now, I know this is a bit annoying, right? You see, like fraction divide fraction. But now in SPM, they want you to write like this. You plus first, then you minus. Right? You plus first, then you minus. The same thing. Then, close bracket, keep the 12 outside. Now, the three term, you can combine it. Guys, 1, 2, 3 can combine. The moment you combine, you will get x minus 5 over 2 squared. Sorry, this is not 5, this is 5 over 4. Is it 5 over 4? 5 over 2 divided by 2 is 5 over 4. Right? Now, if you cannot see, you don't need to use a calculator. Guys, I say this again. When you divide by 2, it's the same as times 1 over 2. So it's negative 5 over 4. Isn't it? Now, this 5 over 4, if I square it, is 25 over 16. Keep the 12 outside. Okay? You can't do mentally, just use a calculator. Now, this negative 2, I need to times in. So as I times inside is minus 2 of x minus 5 over 4 square. 25 and 16. Negative times negative becomes positive. 16 and 2 cancel, left with 8 plus 12. Okay, now let me simplify this. Okay, let me simplify further. Okay, 8 times 12 is what? Very big number. 8 times 12 is 96. 96 plus 25. 1 to 1. 1 to 1, right? So it's x minus 5 over 4 square plus 1 to 1 over 8. There you go. I've completed the square already. Right? Okay, they say by using completing the square method expressed in this form, hence sketch the graph. Okay, how do you draw this graph? Ayo, my line is very ugly. How do you draw this graph? It's a quadratic. It's a maximum or minimum? Maximum, minimum? Maximum. How do I know it's maximum? Your coefficient of x squared, a, is less than 0. Your fx has a maximum value. My maximum is the one outside the bracket. What is outside the bracket? 1 to 1 over 8. Now, this occurs when the one inside the bracket, x minus 5 over 4 is 0. X is what? X is exactly 5 over 4. Okay? Now, with that, I'm going to do a sketch first. Then we find out whatever that is missing. So, we are drawing from 0 to 4. Okay, or maybe I find out. Okay, I'll just going to draw this line. I'm going to draw the whole thing. Okay, so the graph looks something like this. It has a maximum and come back down. Okay, I don't know. When it's at 4, right? Is it positive or is it negative? Okay, maybe I substitute inside. Okay, I only use my calculator. I put in minus 2 bracket 4 minus 5 over 4. Then you square it plus 1 to 1 over 8. So count. Oh, this is exactly 0. Fantastic. So we know you don't have to draw beyond that. This is 4. Okay. So okay, let me show you once again. We're very ugly. One more time. I think I don't fix the point first, because if you fix the point, sometimes it's very hard to draw a curve that passes through that. Okay, let me just do one more time. Up, down. Okay, this is 4. Okay, by the way, I need to show my working. I need to show when your x is 0 and when your x is 4. Because the question asks us to draw from 0 to 4. Okay, 4 already have, but I'll just show you here. Minus 2, 4 minus 5 over 4 square plus 1 to 1 over 8. This is 0. And when you put 0, guys, when you sub 0 inside, this will give us what? If I put 0 inside, this will be 12. Okay, I can write here minus 2, 0 minus 5 over 4 square plus 1 to 1 over 8. This is 12. So this is 12, right? What else? Your maximum we know is 1 to 1 over 8. You know your axial symmetry is at 5 over 4. Now, I'm sorry, guys, because I drew it directly, because I have the picture in my mind that the maximum is 1 to 1 over 8 when x is 5 over 4. So that's why I actually draw first. You can actually draw first. Nice looking curve, then you fix your axis. Easier. Because I have students who go and plot all the points. You know, you try to plot all the points. For example, you plot this one, you plot this one, you plot this one, you plot here, and say, oh, I'm going up and then going down. It's very hard to get a nice looking curve. So you do a sketch first, then you fix the points later on. All right, everybody? This part is still okay, I hope. Right. They ask you to sketch a graph. Done already? All right. Last part, C. Using the same axis, sketch and label the graph of gx equals a minus 1 x minus h squared plus k. So what are they testing you here? They're testing you the idea of what happened to the graph when you change your a value. So guys, I will do my working here because no space. I'm going to do my part. Wait, this is still part B. This is still part B. Let me change this. Part C, you need to draw on the same axis. So, but first, let me calculate what is the new function gx. So let me do it here. Your gx is now a minus 1. Before this, this is your a. Look at this. This is your a, right? See this? Now it becomes a minus 1. So meaning you're going to change your coefficient of x squared, the a here. So this is minus 2 minus 1, x minus 5 over 4 squared plus 1 to 1 over 8. That gives us negative 3 with the x minus 5 over 4 square plus 1 to 1 over 8. Okay, so what happened if your a is bigger, or should I say has a higher magnitude? What happened when your a is bigger? You make it what? Sharper. Okay, but don't worry, you can use your calculator to validate. That means I put 0 inside. Guys, let me put 0 inside. This is negative 3. 0 minus 5 over 4 square, 1 to 1 over 8. Can we simplify this? I'm going to use my calculator. Right, I change this to 3. Change this to 3. It will be, okay, 167 over 16. Now, sometimes you cannot see. What is 167 over 16? Just change the decimal. 10 point something, right? So we know the graph is going to curve a bit more. But your y-intercept, does your y-intercept change? I mean, does it cut the x-axis at the same point? Okay, this one, actually, you don't have to go too far. We just have to maybe put a 4 inside just to help you to see. If I put a 4 inside, what do you get? Negative 7 point something. Okay, so that means, let me draw using a different color. 10 point something is wrong here, right? It goes up, touch this point, you come back down, you go all the way down, right? Okay, but do they say that you have to draw this graph from 0 to 4? No, they didn't say they have to draw from 0 to 4, right? So you don't have to go and label all the way down, but I can label this for you, 167 over 16. All right. Now, if you want to find the intercept, you can, but I think it's not necessary. This is only 1 mark. This is only 1 mark. The question didn't say you have to show where's the intercept and all that, right? So you already show your graph quite clearly. But if you want to find this, you can. How to find this? Guys, how to find this? How to find this intercept? At x-axis, y is 0. But like I said, it's actually not necessary. It's not necessary. Y equals 0, the gx is 0. You solve for x, you can get the same answer. But what I did was, okay, maybe I just write here for your reference. I think I did this. I do this is better because it's easier to see. No need to do very long working. You notice, like I say, you will get the negative answer, negative 7 9 over 16. So you can tell, okay, 7 over 16, or we can change it to 1 to 1 over 16. Let me write 1 to 1 over 16. So that would be a guide. Yeah, so we know the graph go up and down and is sharper. Okay. Progression book. Okay, so here we have two geometric progression A and B. The first term of A is 8. The first term of B is 4. Both progression have the same sum to infinity. All right. So your first term of A is 8. First term of B is 4. Both progression, sum to infinity of A is, they have the same sum to infinity, right? Equals the sum to infinity of B. Okay, the problem is, do you know the common ratio of A and B? Do you know the common ratio A and B? I don't know. So here's the thing. Common ratio, normally we use the symbol R. This is geometry, right? Not arithmetic. So if you use R here, then this one is your first R. This one is your second R. Very confusing, right? So I will let my first R be X, my second R be Y. Easier. Just assign a variable representing the common ratio for A and B, right? So let's form the first equation. What's the formula for sum to infinity? Sum to infinity is what? A divided by 1 minus R. So my A for the first one is 8. My R is X. Second one, my A is 4. R is Y. Can we cancel? Okay, I'm going to cancel 8 divided by 4 is 2. This one becomes 1. Let us cross multiply. So 2 minus 2y is 1 minus x. You can make x a subject or y a subject. I bring the x over. I make x as a subject, 2y minus 1. Call this equation 1. Okay, I need two equations because we have two unknown. When you have two unknown, you need two information, two equation. Now then the second part they mentioned, the sum of the third term of A and B is 9 over 4. The third term of A and the third term of B add together is 9 over 4. Okay, remember Tn formula? Tn for geometric is A, R, N minus 1. My A, right? The first term is 8. Common ratio is X. Okay, nowadays they want you to write the full formula, so you write 3 minus 1. Third term for B, 4y, 3 minus 1. The result is 9 over 4. Okay, very annoying, right? So we can simplify further. 8x squared plus 4y squared equals 9 over 4. Wow, this is very long. Can I multiply by 4? Give you a fraction. So you have 32x squared plus 16y squared equals 9. Equation number 2. Okay, I'm afraid I don't have enough space, so I'm going to move this line here. I'm going to sub 1 into. So you're actually getting what we call a linear equation and a non-linear equation, right? And you have to solve them simultaneously. So put 2y minus 1 inside square root plus 16y squared equals 9. Okay, expand the bracket, 32. This is 4y squared minus 4y plus 1 and 16y squared equals 9. Can you expand the bracket? Yeah, 32 times 4 is 128y squared. 128y plus 32 plus 16y squared equals 9. Okay, 128 plus 16 is 144. 128y. 32 minus 9 is 23. Okay, hang on. Feel like something is not right. Well, this number is a bit bigger, hard to factorize, but one thing you can use your calculator to help. Okay, I'm not going to factorize using calculator because that's illegal, but I want to show you, you can to double check. I'll show you this, 14423. Think of it as 144 times 23. Okay, we're going to break it up. 144 times 23. So what are all the factors we have? Shift factorize. Well, you can use 23, 16, 16, 9, 144, right? So we're going to find the combination. Yeah, I know it's been hard to figure out the combination, right? We can use, let me try, 4, 9, 4, 36, 36, because you want the middle term to be 1 to 8, right? You want your middle term to be 1 to 8, very big number. Okay, I'm going to use this calculator. Let's try it out. Take 144 times 23 is this. You divide by, let's say 23 times 2 is 46. 23 times 4, 92. 92 plus 36 is 144, right? 92 plus 36, 144. 128, sorry. So meaning we can factorize this, right? If you can't do this, you can use a quadratic formula to factorize that, to solve for y. Okay, so we are going to use 4y, y 23, because 23 times 4 is 96. Then the other one, I would have to put, okay, sorry, yeah, this one, I should put 144 divided by 4 is 36. This one would be 1 minus. Okay, now, guys, you can also do it this way. I know this is not a secret anymore. A lot of people know this, that you can just use your equation here, press equals, polynomial 2, degree of polynomial 2. Take, first one is 144. Second one is negative 128, right? Last one is 23 equals 23 over 6 and 1 over 4, right? You know this, right? You can do it directly. So what's your y value? Your y is 1 over 4 and 23 over 36. Okay. Right. Okay, I need to look back at the equation now, because which one they say the 10th term of A is negative. Because I got two answers, no, I don't know which one should I take, right? So you sub inside both your x value to check it out. Yeah, we don't know which one is the correct answer. We sub inside equation 1. Your x is 2 times y is 1 over 4 minus 1. This is negative half. Then your second x will be 2 times 23 over 36 minus 1. Okay, a lot of people will say straight away, say, oh, the first one is correct, second one is wrong, because the second number is ugly. Not necessary, but yes, it is ugly. 36 minus 1 is going to be 5 over 18. Correct? 5 over 18. Okay. So now, the question said the 10th term of A is negative. Remember, R is your common ratio, right? In order for you to get negative value, your common ratio must be negative. Isn't it? I say this again. The 10th term of A is negative. In order for you to have, your A starts with 8. If your common ratio is 5 over 8, You times with 5 over 8 one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Are they going to be negative? They're never going to be negative, right? So in order for you to have negative value, your common ratio must be negative. So we say since x is less than 0, x is negative half. What's your y? Your y is 1 over 4. Okay, guys, this is not your answer yet. Very long. Okay, they say a student states that the sum of the first 4 terms of A is larger than the sum of the first 4 terms of B. Is the statement correct? Give your justification. Okay, let's find the sum of the first 4 terms of A. Okay, what is the sum of the first 4 terms of A? Use, what's the formula? A, remember for geometric, right, everyone? Let me write down. A, 1 minus Rn, 1 minus R. Now, we use this in the event that your R is less than 1. If your R is more than 1, we use Rn minus 1. Okay, so 1 minus negative half power 4 divide by 1 minus negative half. Okay, calculator. Okay, type in 8, 1 minus negative 1 over 4, close bracket power 4. All right, then you divide by 1 minus negative 1 over 1 over 4, not 1 over 2. 1 over 2, sorry. This is your x, 1 over 2. Your y is 1 over 4. Sorry, let me change this. 1 over 2. Okay, so this will give us 5. Then you do the sum of the first 4 terms of B. Your B, right, first term is 4. Common ratio is your y, 1 over 4, power 4, 1 minus 1 over 4. Okay, now just change this to positive 1 over 4. Wait, let me change this. Positive 1 over 4. Change this to positive 1 over 4. And change your first term to 4. Not 8, 4. So what do you get? 85 over 16. Okay, 85 over 16, sometimes you cannot tell, right? What is it? If you change your mixed number, you can tell. It's 5 over 6. 5 over 16. 5 over 16. Okay, the question say, the student state that the sum first 4 terms of A is larger than sum of the first 4 terms of B. Is that true? No, right? Sum of the first 4 terms of A is actually less than sum of first 4 terms of B. So answer is not true. Yeah? Okay? Yeah, from the calculation you can see it's not true. All right. Question number 7, this is from 5 chapter 1 circular measure. Okay, so diagram shows a shape formed by a combination of 4 sectors and a square. Okay, all right. A, B, C, D are center of sector, blah, blah, blah. AB is 5 cm. Okay, the length of straight line PQ, which passes through A and C, is 23. Okay, let me draw straight line PQ. This is straight line PQ, right? Can you see this length is 23? Okay, they say find PBQ in radian. PBQ. So PBQ is this, guys. You draw this together, join this together. Sorry, the line a bit sometimes very hard to see. Join this together. Can you see? Now, do you notice that? Can you see this, everyone? Do you notice that this is actually a sector? Can you imagine this sector? Right? Yeah, there is a sector here. But before you find the area and perimeter and whatnot, you need to find the angle. So the angle you're finding is PBQ. PBQ, maybe I join this together. I add in, okay, I use a different color. I join this together. See this line not? This is, before you find PBQ, right? You want to find PBD, or you want to call this as M. M is the midpoint. You see a right angle triangle here now? Right? So we form a right angle triangle like this. Okay, this is a right angle triangle. This is PBM. Okay, we know your length of PQ is 23. PQ is 23. So what is PM? PM is half of 23, 11.5 cm. 11.5. cm. Okay. Now, do you know what's your MB? Can you find MB? Can, huh? Because the question mentioned this is a AB is 5 and this is a square. If this is 5, this is 5, what is dB? dB is 5 square plus 5 square square root. You can think of it as square root 50 or 5 set 2. Okay, for those who are using calculator, a calculator nowadays can change for you straight away. Like you take 5 square plus 5 square is actually 5 set 2, right? 5 set 2. Up to you, you can write 5 set 2. But dB is the diagonal of a square. MB is half of it. Guys, MB is half of 5 set 2. So you can write this as 5 over 2 set 2. Yeah? Okay, in a triangle, if I know two sides, I can find this angle, PBM. Right? Angle PBM. So, do I use SOCA or TOA? This is my opposite. Okay, I use a different color. This is your opposite. This is your adjacent. Right? So I use tangent. Tangent angle PBM is 11.5 divide 5 over 2 set 2. Find angle PBM. PBM. So here I use 11.5 divide by 5 over 2 set 2. Okay, now in this case, right, because the textbook uses SOHCAHTOA for circular measure in degree. Yeah, I don't want, like some teachers say must use degree, cannot use radian. But actually you can use both degree and radian. But I know a lot of people are using degree now, so I don't want to go against your school teacher. So I'm going to use my calculator in degree mode, right? So I press shift tangent of this answer, 72.91. Now, but this 72.91, it is what? It is not your PBQ. It's your PBM. Right? Your PBQ should be what? Double of it. So you times 2. Okay. Okay, sorry, let me write nicely. 72.91. Right? That's just times 2 to show you. Times 2. You get 145.82. 145.82. Okay, but this is in degree. We want it to be in radian. So you multiply by pi, 3.142 over 180. So I'm going to take this answer times 3.142 over 180. You should get 2.545. Okay, 2.545 hours. Okay, I'm running out of space. Let me continue here. This PBQ is 2.545. But the question says, give your answer correct to 2 decimal. If it's 2 decimal, it's 2.55. Okay, let me write here, 2.55 radian. Okay, I'll stop here, first part. Second part, perimeter of the outside perimeter, yeah? Okay, so perimeter in this case consists of this arc. Can you see this arc? This arc here? Can you see it? Right? And then the other arc. They are actually equal. Maybe I use the green color. This is same arc. Yeah? Okay, but this arc, right, everyone, it looks like this. This is your center. This is your PBQ. We know this angle really, 2.545 or 2.55. Maybe for accuracy, you can use 2.545. But usually, right, everyone, if the question say give 2 decimal, you use the 2.55 for the subsequent part, the answer is correct. Because you're following the instruction. If the question didn't mention, then you use one more significant figure, like 4SF here. This one is 3SF, right? But the question already say, from this, give this answer 2 decimal. So we can use the result, okay? Right? But I know some people still very afraid that your accuracy is off. Then you want to use 2.545 is fine. Okay. So we use S equals to R theta twice, right? 2 of them. So your perimeter is 2 times of S equals R theta. What's your radius? Okay. Holy, do you know what's your radius? No, I don't know what's my radius. So I need to find your radius. My radius is my PB. Guys, my PB is my radius. So my PB, let me just work it out. take 11.5 square, 5 over 2 2 square. Okay, then you just put a square root over. Sorry, very small. I'm going to use my calculator here. 11.5 square plus 5 over 2 2, and I'm going to square it. This will be, yeah, nice number though. Okay, not so nice number. I'll change the decimal. That 12.03. 12.03. Okay, so your PB represent what? Represent your radius, 12.03. Okay, so your perimeter will be S equals R theta times 2. Your radius is 12.03. Your theta is 2.55. Now, guys, you want to use 2.545 also can. So I use my calculator here. 2 times 12.03 times 2.55, 61.35. 61.35. Okay, just to double check. What if I use 545? Will I get a different answer? Yes, so quite different. But in this case, it's not wrong if you use 2.55. Like I said, because the question already says use 2 decimal point. I'm using the result. They cannot penalize me for using their result. Yeah, what they wanted 2 decimal. Okay, but if you use, guys, if you use 2.545, you get 61.23, should be correct. Yeah, because it's a more accurate answer actually. Right. Now, this is B Roman 1. B Roman 2. How to find area shaded region? Right. Now, sometimes a bit hard to see. Too many lines, too many things. Okay. The shaded region, right? First of all, I want you to imagine this. This is a segment itself. This is a segment, right? Question: how many segments of this do I have? 2, or you can say this plus this, yeah? 2 of this, right? This is a segment. Okay, everyone, you all know how to find area segment, right? What's the formula for area segment? Half R square. Okay, I show you again. I put a dotted line here. This is a segment. If this is a radius, this is your theta. Area of segment is actually area of sector, half R square theta, minus area of this triangle. Now, this triangle, we can use the formula from your solution triangle, half AB sine C. Your A and B are the same. They are both R. So we say R square sine theta. So we can actually factorize half R square, let it be theta minus sine theta. I hope you all know about this. Half R square theta minus sine theta is a formula for area of segment. Okay. So maybe I do one by one. I count one by one for you. So what's your area of segment? Your segment should be half. What's your radius? 12.03, right? 12.03. Okay. Square theta. What's your theta? Okay, come to think of it, guys, I better use 2.545. I feel that it's not accurate. 2.55 is very off. Okay. Just now, what do I get? 61.23. So, okay, maybe I just used more decimal point. 23. Yeah. Sorry, I changed my mind because it's quite a big difference. 23. Okay, everyone, 61.23. This one is if I use 2.545. Okay, now, then what's your theta? This is your theta, right? Theta minus sine theta. Okay, my sine theta, because this one is already in your calculator in degree. Now, I said this before. Actually, by right, you should be able to use degree and radian. But of course, the textbook uses angle for sine, cos, tangent in degree. So a lot of teachers are following this and they want students to use sine, cos, tangent in degree. So to be safe, I'm going to use 145.82. This one. 145.82. This would be my, what do you call it? This would be my area segment, right? So you can count first. Use more decimal. Okay, I do very slowly, one by one, right? Okay, this will be half. Okay, 12.03 square. What's your theta? 2.545 minus sine 145.82. Okay, so this will give us 143.01. 143.01. I use 0.51, sorry, 0.51. I use one more significant figure. I use 5. You can use 6. Some people very scared. The answer is different. They write one more. It's okay. Because after you minus, sometimes you may left with 4. Okay, so this is your segment. But then I have 2 of this, and I need to minus 2 sector. Okay, guys, Where's your sector? Okay, sometimes too many lines again, very hard to see. This is your sector. See, it's the sector here. This is the sector, right? Hello? Now tell me what is this angle? This is angle here. If this is 90, this is 270, right? So my area of sector, right? Area of sector, let me write this, is half r squared theta. Your radius is 5, right? What's your theta? 270. Convert to radian. This is your area sector. Okay? Okay, I tell you what. I use one more lah, 06 lah, 506 lah. Sorry, I use one more decimal lah. Scared the answer different lah. 06, okay? So I use one more, use 6 lah. Yeah, that is the safest. 5 square times, okay, 270 is actually 3/2, right? 3/2 radian. 3/2 pi radian times 3.142. Guys, I got this answer, 58.913. Okay, now then you find area of square. Square is very easy, everybody. I need to minus off the square. The square is, what color you want me to put? Blue, this one. I need to minus off the square, okay? So area of square is what? 5 times 5, very easy, 25. Okay, now to find the area of shaded, remember how many segments do you have? 2 of these, 2 segments, huh? One segment is 143.506. Then you minus 2 sector. One sector is 58.9. Wow, my handwriting a bit ugly. 58.913. Then you minus 1 square, 25. Okay, calculator, let's count. 2 times 143.506 plus 2, sorry, minus first. 2 times 58.913, then minus another 25. I got this answer, 144.186, 144.2 lah. 144.186. If I round off 144.2, this will be 4SF. Yeah, normally we give answer correct to 4SF, we'll do lah. Don't need to give more. Okay. Okay, come let's look at question number 8. This one is integration form 5, chapter 3. Okay, first part, find the value of P. They say that this is a tangent, a curve and a tangent to the curve at point A. Find P. P is your X value. Okay, so can we solve simultaneously? So the annoying thing is that this one is written in fraction. So I can call this equation 1, no problem, but my equation 2 is a bit ugly, so I'm going to times everybody by 10. 2x minus 1y equals to 10. I call this equation 2. Now let us sub equation 1 inside equation 2. Don't write your y, write x squared minus 9 equals to 10. Okay, expand the bracket. 2x minus x squared plus 9 equals to 10. Throw everything to the right. X squared minus 2x, 10 minus 9 is 1. Factorize this. Now you can actually factorize like a single bracket square. Your x is what? Your x is 1. So what's your p value? P is 1. Okay, 2 marks. No problem, right? All right. How do you find area of the colored region? Okay, there's a difference between colored and shaded. The color is this one. Shaded is this part. Okay, my shaded not very clear because actually this one is shaded. This part is shaded also. Okay, later I'll explain the shaded part. The colored region, we can just integrate respect to x or y. Remember, when you integrate, right, you're actually taking this part, move it up towards the x-axis. You cannot do y. If you do y, you're going to minus the rectangle, right? Well, I'm given y as a subject, so I can just integrate. But remember, when you integrate, right, you need to find this limit. You don't have this limit. So can we calculate the limit first? At x-axis, who is 0? At x-axis, who is 0? Y is 0. Your x squared minus 9 is 0. You can transfer the 9 over square root of 9. X is 3. Now, you don't have to put plus minus. Y, we take the positive part. This is 3, P is 1. Can you see that? Right? So, my area, right, you got to integrate. Okay, but one thing, guys, if you integrate 1 to 3 x squared minus 9 dx, you're going to get positive or negative. You're going to get negative. Why? If the area is above, you integrate, is positive. If the area below the x-axis, you integrate, you're going to get negative. Since the area cannot be negative, you either put a negative in front or a modulus in front. Now, I know a lot of teachers are saying that you must put modulus. Actually, you can put negative. Negative is the same. Yeah, even sometimes you don't know, right? You just calculate the area. You just integrate. If your answer is negative, what do? You just rewrite area as positive, because area cannot be negative, okay? But if you want, you can put the modulus there. As we integrate, this is what? X power 3 over 3, integrate 9 is what? 9x. Limit is from 1 to 3. So, okay, sorry, yeah, this one is the modulus. Then you're going to substitute inside 3 cubed over 3, 9 times 3, 1 cubed over 3, 9 times 1. Okay, let's count. Good news that your calculator, right? Okay, I can show you both this calculator or the other calculator. You can, if you're lazy, right? You can just integrate using this. Guys, this is your x. You square it, you minus 9. Lower limit 1, upper limit 3. Straight away get answer. Negative 28 over 3. The reason why you get negative is because it's below, right? But because I already have a modulus, right? So we write this as 28 over 3 unit. You can leave it in this form, everyone. You can leave it as improper fraction or mixed number. But nowadays, they don't need you to change the mixed number. The older version calculator, usually they'll give in mixed number. So this one, you can just leave as improper fraction. Okay, by the way, just to show you this calculator, same, you can just use this function here, the integration, x squared minus 9, lower limit 1, upper limit 3. You see, you get the same answer, right? Just modulus it, or yeah, you will get 28 over 3. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Now, how do you find volume? Volume of integration generated when the shaded regions revolve 380 above y-axis. Okay, be careful about it. I don't know whether you all still remember. If I have this region, how many degree must I rotate to get a complete solid? Everybody, how many degree must I rotate? Answer is 360. So when you view from the top, right? Sorry, my diagram is ugly. You see one thin line. This one thin line here. You go one whole round, you get a circle, which is a complete solid, right? But if let's say the area is double, like this, how many degree must I rotate to get a complete solid? You only need 180, because this point will end up there, this point end up here. Okay, but is this region double? Is this region double? No, it's a single. So if you do 180, what happened with is your volume is now half of the whole rotation. So you need to put a half in front of the integration. So that's the annoying thing. Okay, you may choose to do one shot or one by one. Okay, maybe I do one by one, it's easier. Okay, assuming you're rotating 360. Okay, you're rotating this whole thing out, guys. They say shaded region. Shaded region is this part and this part. This is shaded region, the whole thing. Then you minus off who? If you rotate, what shape is this, everyone? What is this? What shape is it? It's a cone, huh? This is a cone, right? Then you must subtract this part here, like a curve. Can you see that? Right? Okay, so let me do one by one. Volume of cone. Now this cone, I need to find my y-intercept. Okay, what's the y-intercept? Negative 9, right? This 9, right? Did I see wrongly? Okay, sorry. I see wrongly. No, not negative 9. Negative 10. Why is it negative 10? You all know this, right? X over A plus Y over B equals 1. What do you call this? Equation of straight line in what form? Intercept form. What does this B represent? Y-intercept. My y-intercept negative 10. Right? So volume of cone is 1 over 3 pi. What's the radius? Sorry, what's my x-intercept? It's not 3. X-intercept is what? 5. Is it 5? 5, right? Yeah, this is a straight line. My curve here is different. My curve is inside. So your radius is 5. Your height is 10. Do you put negative 10? No, you can't put negative because cone volume is positive. So this is 25 times 10, 250 over 3 pi. Okay, this is your volume of cone. Let's do volume of integration. You don't have to call V integrate. You can just call it V1, V2, up to you. Right? Volume integration. I'm going to take this rotate 360 about the y-axis. Okay, when you rotate about y-axis, who should I make as the subject? X squared. Okay, remember, rotate the x-axis is pi y squared dx. Rotate y-axis is pi x squared dy. So if you make x squared as a subject, you get y plus 9. So I put the integration pi y plus 9 dy. Okay, where's the limit? For this, right, you see, everyone, sorry, I have too many lines, very hard to see. I take this out again, right? I want you to see that your y value is what? What is your y value here? What is your y value here? Your y value occur, okay, sorry, not this point, not this point, this point. Your y value is negative 9, right? Isn't it 9? Negative 9, right? Yeah, your y-intercept is negative 9. So you integrate from negative 9 to 0. Okay, so let us integrate. I'll take out the pi. When you integrate, up to you. You want to integrate term by term also can. Composite function also can. I like composite function. I copy the bracket. Increase the power by 1. Divide by the increased power, differentiate inside. Minus 9, 0. Okay, so we take out power 2. Put 0 inside. 0 plus 9 squared, you show a substitution, minus 9 plus 9 squared. So this is 81 over 2 pi. So this is your volume integration. But guys, we are rotating about how many degree? 180. So we are taking this cone, you're taking out this one, but we're not taking the whole thing because we are only rotating 180. We're taking half of it. So you may call it volume of solid or whatever you call it, volume of volume generated, right? Will be half of cone. What's your cone? 250 over 3 pi minus your integration 81 over 2 pi. So let's use our calculator, right? Half of 250 divided by 3 minus 81 divided by 2, all right? You will get 257 over 12 pi. 257 over 12 pi unit cube. Yep. Okay, let's look at question number 9, part A. This is from 5, chapter 5, probability distribution. The first part is binomial. Okay, it's found that 75% of school in SMK per month go to school by bus. 8 students are chosen at random. Find probably at most 2 of them do not go to school by bus. Okay, so here's the thing. Everyone, be careful. They give us statistic for people. 75% is they go to school by bus. So what is the probability they do not go to school by bus? So maybe I add in the definition. You don't have to write this. What is X? Number of students who do not go to school by bus. So X follow what? Now you can write this, but don't write this is okay one. What does the first variable represent? Your N. N is what? What is N? Number of trials. You choose 8 people. What is P? Probability of success. What's your P? 0.25. Not 75, because they say do not go to school by bus. Go to school by bus, 75%. 25% do not go to school by bus. Can be they go to school by car, cycle, or walk. Okay? Now, you want to find at most 2. At most 2 means what? 0, 1, 2. Maximum 2. So let's work it out. You have 0, 1, 2. Add them up. Okay, remember the formula? It goes like this. 8C0. What's your P? 0.25. Power 0. What's your Q? 0.75. Now you got to write this, everyone. I said before. 8 minus 0. Write the full version. Then 8C1. 0.25 power 1, 0.75 power 8 minus 1, followed by 8C2, 0.25 power 2, 0.75 power 8 minus 2. Okay, we can just use your calculator and count one shot. Okay, now when it comes to using calculator, of course you can type in one by one, like usual. But I want to introduce you guys to this calculator. Okay, you all can see my calculator, right? Okay, so I want you to know that this calculator has this function. Menu, go to number 7 for distribution. Now, binomial PD means you count one by one. If you want to count one shot, you go press this button down. You see there's a binomial CD. CD stands for cumulative density. So you press 1 for cumulative density, CD, press 2 for variable, and you press 2 for x. Okay, why? X equals 2 means you count 0, 1, 2, add together, right? So what's your n? Everyone, your n is 8. What's your p? 0.25. Then you should get this answer. 0.6785, right? 67. Yeah, 85. Okay, okay? Easy, right? Calculator is easier. But if not, you just type 1 by 1, the manual way. Okay, so that is the first part. All right. All right, now let's move on to second part. Okay, second part, right? Second part. Now, read the question first. The mass of fish reared in a pond is normally distributed mean of 1.5, standard deviation of 0.4. The fish are graded by mass in the table below. So, all right. So a fish is caught at random from the pond. Find the property is grade A. Okay, so grade A. Grade A means more than 2. So the mass is more than 2. So let me write here. This is grade A when it is more than 2. So let's standardize. Take 2 minus your mean. What's your mean? 1.5. What's your standard deviation? 0.4. So 2 minus 1.5 is 0.5. 0.5 divided 0.4 is 1.25. Okay, now here we do a sketch. I hope you all know 1.25. 0 is here, 1.25 is on the right. This is the region. Okay, so we can use our mathematical table or calculator. Okay, I'll show you mathematical table first. This is the upper tail probability, okay, from mathematical table. Where's 1.25? Okay, let me show you. 1.25. This is how you read 1.2. Is here, right? 5 is this. Move it down. 0.1056. Yeah, 1056. Okay, 1056. Yeah, this table is provided in SPM. Okay, so guys, your answer is 0.1056. Okay, I want to show you this calculator method. Okay, although your teacher will say, or the calculator, you cannot use calculator. You need to use table. However, 99% of the time, the answer from calculator will be the same. Okay, the problem will come if your values are far, like let's say for example, the z value is 2 point something, like then yes, calculator and table may be different. Anything less than 2 point something, right? Yeah, answer is the same, right? So okay, I'll show you how to use your calculator. So you press menu, you go to 7, go to number 2, normal CD. Okay, see, in your calculator, you're counting from a certain z value up to infinity. So here my z value is 1.25. This part goes to infinity. So what we do is we type lower as 1.25, upper, we can't use infinity, so you put 999, or 99 is enough. So you press equals, what do you get? 1056. Can you see 1056? So it's the same, right? Your answer will be the same, and don't worry. Okay, just don't round off. Okay, so you got this answer already. Part E, room 1. Now next, it is given that 72.84% of the fish in the pond are of grade B. So represent the situation by sketching the standard normal distribution graph and express the shaded region in probability notation. Hence, find the value K. Okay, this one be very careful. They say represent the situation by sketching a standard normal distribution graph. Okay, so your grade B is between what? Your grade B is between K and 2. Okay, actually, there is no difference in normal distribution, whether you write less equals, less than, they're the same one. Okay, so I need to standardize this first. You need to minus your mean divide by your standard deviation. Now, this one 2 no need to count anymore. Why? Just now I standardized my x to z, right? My z value is 1.25. So I need to represent this. I draw bigger, like this. Okay, so let's draw accurately. I draw nicely. So the graph looks like this. This is your FZ. Okay, guys, you need to label because the question here say represent by sketching a standard normal distribution graph. If you don't label your axis, it is not, right? Because there is a non-standard and standard. Non-standard is FX. Standard is FZ, right? Okay, now where is they say 72.84. So you see, we know that 1.25 when you standardize maybe around here. Okay, actually it's a bit smaller. Why do I say smaller? Because your area is 10% only. 10% is very small. Okay, right? This is 1.25. This area is 0.1056, which I got from Roman 1. Okay, if it's 78%, so this one should be quite, further to the left. This is your k minus 1.5 divide 0.4. So what is this area? 0.7284. So you need to represent it. So I need to do a shading here like this. This is a region. Okay now. Hello? Very long, right? Okay, now find the value of k, right? Now, by the way, this one is 0. I need to label 0. Okay, I can show you one by one slowly. I think I'm so tempted to cut short my working because by looking at the graph, you can actually tell, right? Hello? Yeah. By looking at the graph, you can find this one. How to write this? P Z less than, what is this? K minus 1.5 over 0.4. How do you calculate this? We know total probability is what? Everybody, total probability is 1. So 1 minus 0.7284 minus 1056. Okay, let me calculate this first. 1 minus 0.7284 minus 0.1056. You should get 0.166. Okay. All right, now you get to work backwards. That means this area is 0.166. I need to work backwards. Given the probability, find the z value. Okay, the way to do this, there are two. One, using mathematical table. One, using calculator. Okay, if you use mathematical table, let's go back to 166. Okay, slowly find. This is the annoying part. Where is 166? Okay, wait, 166. Let me find here. Wait, 166 here. 0.97. You need to work backwards. Your probability is given. You're finding the z value. 0.97. Okay, 0.97. Okay, so everyone, let me go back to this. That means your k minus 1.5 over 0.4 is 0.97. Is that correct? No. You put a negative. Okay, sorry guys. Why do I need to put negative? Because it's on the left hand side. You know, a standard normal distribution, 0 is at the center. Positive is on the right. If this is 0.97, it's on the left, you need to put a negative. Yeah, left hand side is negative, right? You can see from my diagram. Okay, another option that is if you have this calculator, let me show you here, this calculator, right? We already know the probability is 0.166. Okay, there's this button we can use. Everybody, menu, 7. Go to number 3, inverse norm. Area 0.166. See, press equals. Hey, am I getting the same answer? Negative 0.97. It's really good, right? It's really fast, right? Just that your table, we read the upper tail. Calculator, we read the lower tail. So that's why calculator always got negative, right? Always got negative in front. Okay, negative 0.97. Okay, now with that, can we solve for k? So we're going to times over, bring over. Okay, calculator. Let us take negative 0.97 u times 0.4 plus 1.5. Answer is this 1.112. 1.112. There you go. That's my answer. Okay. Okay. Question 10. Question 10. This is from Form 4, Chapter 7, Coordinate Geometry. Okay, so here you are given 4 points, A, B, C, D, right, on the Cartesian plane. So given that B, C, D are collinear, right? Okay, maybe I highlight this B, C, D, collinear. Collinear means 3 points on the same line. Looks like this, all right? We're supposed to find the ratio BC/CD is 1:3. Find the coordinate D in terms of H. Okay, now the problem is we don't know coordinate point D. I call it XY. So this one will use the divisor of line segment nx1, nx2, n plus n. Remember that? So we know the point in between is C, H, 2. So this is your n, x1. It doesn't matter which one is x1, x2. The most important thing, the ratio must be opposite. So we take 3 times 2 plus 1 times x over total ratio 1 plus 2. Then we take 3 times 6, 1 times y, total ratio 1 plus 2. Okay, so let's simplify further. The first one, right? 1 plus 3, sorry, not 1 plus 2. 1 plus 3, yeah? So let's simplify. H is 6 plus x over 4, right? 2 is 18 plus y over 4. Let's make x a subject, so times over. X is 4h minus 6. Y will be 8 minus 18, negative 10. So we write coordinate of point D as 4h minus 6 and minus 10. There you go. That is your answer for A. Roman 1, that is A, Roman 1. Okay, A, Roman 2. Hence, calculate the value of H if the area of triangle is 27. Okay, area of triangle, let me just join this together. Triangle ABC, yeah? ABD, ABD. This is your area of triangle ABD. Can you see that? Okay. How to calculate? We use area is 27. Formula for area is half x1, y1. Let me start with A lah, negative 1, 0. B, okay, be careful guys. I would prefer to straight use anti-clockwise. Because if you use clockwise, it's negative, you know. So I would use ADB. I don't use ABD. If I use ABD, I need to put negative 27. You know what I'm saying? Because clockwise, the points when we calculate using this formula is negative. Anti-clockwise will be positive. So I use point A first. I use point D. What's your D? 4h minus 6 minus 10. What's your B? 2. Correct, right? 2, 6. Repeat the first point. The result is 27. Okay, sorry, did I say wrongly? ACD. Okay, sorry, it's not ABD. ACD. Sorry, I said wrongly. ACD. So this one I erase it. ACD, right? Okay. But I still use D first because I want anti-clockwise. Yeah? ADC. DC will be H2. Repeat the first point. The result is 27. Okay? Now, let me times the half over. This one you times it. Okay. Guys, you need to show your working. This one you cannot write minus 1 times minus 10. Write 10 straight away. You write minus 1 minus 10. 4h minus 6 times 2. Right? Okay. We can actually remove the modulus because I'm taking anti-clockwise, so I don't have to put plus minus. Right? Guys, I know some books they write both. They go in write both. Don't need to do that because I already chose anti-clockwise. So once we chose anti-clockwise, answer is always positive, 27. Okay. So next one, you plus with h times 0 minus 0 times 4h minus 6 minus 10 times h, 2 times minus 1. The result is 54. Why 54? The 2 times 27 is 54. Okay, so I know this is very annoying, but they want you to write every single thing, right? So the first one is 10. Second one is 8h minus 12. Third one is 0. This is also 0. Minus minus becomes plus 10h. Minus minus becomes plus 254. Okay, 8h plus 10h is 18h. Then you can 10 minus 12 minus 2 plus 2 is 0. 54. 54 divided by 18. H is 3. Okay? Very long, right? Okay, I've got the first part done. Second part. P moves such that distance from point B and D are equal. Okay, let me rub this off. Point B and D. Okay, let me not drop this. Okay, where is D? What is D now? We know your H is 3. Okay, so what is your D? Your D is 4 times 3 minus 6 minus 10. 12 minus 6 is 6. 6 minus 10. This point is 6 minus 10. Okay, now they say point BD are equal. So it's what we call what? Perpendicular bisector. Constant, or should I say equidistant from 2 points. So where's P? P is here. P is x1. P is a locus. So when you form the equation, we say P to B equals P to D. Use the formula for distance. Okay, x minus 2 square, y minus 6 square. PD, what is PD? X minus 6 square, y minus 10 square. You're very annoying, you need to write minus, which is plus actually. So I'm going to square both sides. I'll do very slowly for you. Square both sides to get rid of the square root. This is y plus 10. Expand the bracket. X squared 4x plus 4. Y squared 12y 36. This is x squared 12x 36. Guys, I move this to the right a bit, no space. Move to the right a bit. Oh, still not enough space. Wait. Oh, then suddenly too far out. Never mind. This is y squared 20y plus 100. Okay, now I'm going to cancel my x squared and x squared. I'm going to cancel my y squared with y squared. What I have left on the left hand side is minus 4x minus 12y plus 40 minus 12x plus, this is 20y plus 136. Okay, I bring the 12x to the left. 12 minus 4 is 8. Minus 12 minus 20 is minus 32y. And 136 minus 40 is 96. Okay, can we divide by 8? Can you divide by 8, right? You get x minus 4y equals to 12. There you go. That's your equation of locus. Okay, guys, read the question out. Do you find locus first? The question say, using distance formula, find equation locus. Done. D. All right. Next, locus of P intersect the y-axis at E. Okay, so you can look at your diagram. Locus intersect the y-axis at E. This is E. All right. Determine whether straight line BA, CE are parallel. Okay, where is BA? This is BA. Where is CE? This is CE. Now, you cannot tell by looking at the diagram because it's not accurate, right? So we need to calculate the gradient of AB, gradient of CE. Now, but first we need to find coordinate point E. Okay, to find coordinate point E, we either change this to y equals mx plus c, or you should we say at y-axis, who is 0? Y-axis, who is 0? X is 0. So minus 4y plus 12 equals 0. Y is what? Negative 3. So what is your coordinate of point E? E is 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3. Okay, let's find the gradient of both lines. Gradient of AB will be y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. 6 divided by 3, this is 2. Gradient of CE or EC, doesn't matter. We take, okay, but then what's your H? H is 3, right? So it's 3, 2, right? So we take y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. This is 5 over 3. Now, can you see that the gradient are actually different, not the same? So are they parallel? Answer is not parallel. Okay. Okay, moving on, question 11. This is from 4, chapter 6, linear law. So I put the graph paper on the side here. So number one, you're supposed to, based on the table, construct the table values for log 10x, log 10y. So let me start with log 10x, log 10y. Okay, going to calculate all these. Very annoying, going to count one by one. So let's begin with log 2.4. This will be 0.38. Now, normally 2 decimal point enough. I don't need to give more. 0.38. Okay, second one, log 1.26. 1.26, I will get 0.10. Okay, log 3.16. 0.499 is 0.50. 0.50. Next, log 1.59, I've got 0.20. Okay, then log 3.98, you get 0.6. Oh, nice number. 2.52, you should get 0.40. Log 6.31, this will be 0.8. Wow, nice number. 3.98, 0.60 as well. Yeah, actually these two are the same, I notice. Yeah, 0.60. Log 10 supposed to be 1, but I put 1.00. Log 8.91, that will be 0.95. Next, log 18.2, 1.26, and log 19.96, 1.3. Okay, I want to show you how to use your calculator to predict your answer. See, the challenge with linear law is that sometimes you don't know whether your graph, your y-intercept, your gradient is correct or not. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator here. Okay, I'm going to use this latest calculator, but a bit hard for me to see. 0.3, 0.1. Okay, 0.3, 0.5, 0.6. Okay, try to do all one shot. See this menu, go to this calculator, menu, go to 6. Everybody 6. 6 is statistic. Yeah, 6 for statistic. You go to number 2, a plus bx. Right. So key on your x value. Okay, my x value is 0.38, 0.5, 0.6. 0.38, press equals. 0.5, press equals 0.6. As I press equals, you move down. Then you have 0.8, 1, 1.26. 0.8, 1, 1.26. Okay, I got all my x value done. Let's move on to your y value. 0.1, 0.2, 0.4. 0.1, 0.2, 0.4. This is 0.4, press equals. Okay, then we go to 0.6, 95, 1.3. 0.6, 0.95, 1.3. So I've got all my answer, all my x value, y value done. Okay, now let's press AC first. Go to this OPTN. What does OPTN represent? Option. Then go to number 3 for regression calculator. Press 3. You will get this. Okay, what does this figure represent? Your A is your y-intercept. Can you see there's a negative? Negative 0.46. Your B is your gradient, 1.39. Okay, so it's important that I recognize my gradient and my y-intercept. Negative 0.46. My gradient is 1.39. You see, a lot of people, right, when they draw, they plot happily. Then they realize that, oh no, my y-intercept is negative. Then they have to rub and redo. That's the difficult part, right? So you can use your calculator to predict your answer before you even get started. But I know some people ask me, what does this R represent? R is called coefficient of regression. Usually R is either close to 1 or close to -1. If your R is 1, you have a positive gradient and every point lies on exactly on the line of best fit. If your R is -1, you have a negative gradient. Every point lies on the line of best fit. But usually you don't get perfect correlation. You get 0.99 something. Okay. All right. So let's start plotting. Yeah. So I hope this is helpful. Now, my scale, usually in exam, they tell you the scale is 2 cm 0.2 on both axes. Okay. So 2 cm to 0.2. So let me move over here a bit. So let's start 0. Okay. Be careful. I need my y-intercept negative 0.46. So you need to have a bit more space below. The scale is 0.2. So maybe I go 0.6. Right? Let me zoom in a bit. Right? This will be 0.4, 0.2. This is 0. Okay, then I will start with 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2, 1.4. Okay, what is my largest value of x? Largest value of x is 1.26. So I don't need to go more than that. Largest value of y is 1.3. So we can go 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1.0, 1.2, 1.4. Okay, enough space. This is your log base 10 y. Okay, I add in here log base 10x. Okay, so let me add in my vertical line. Lovely. You can see, but the line not very nice, right? Okay, one more time. My line is not, yeah, it's a bit off. So let me change it. Okay, I need it to be on the line. Okay, this is better. Second one. Okay. Wait, this is paper one. Oh, not nice. I have to change it again. See, it's not exactly. Wait, let me adjust it. Wow. Just erase. One more time. Okay, it's nice. Okay, now let's plot the points one by one. The first one is 0.38 to 1.0, 0.38 and 1.0. Should be here. Wow, can I see wrongly? My gradient is positive or negative? Positive, right? I think I wrote 0.38. Oh, sorry, it's not 1.0, 0.1, 0.1. 0.1. So it's a bit low here. 0.38, 0.1 should be here. Do that? Okay, very small. Okay, remember this scale is 0.2. So one small box 0.02. Okay, so next you have 0.5, 0.2, 0.5. I think I can close this. 0.5, 0.2. Okay, next we have 0.6, 0.4, 0.6, 0.4. Next we have 0.8, 0.6. All right. Oh, very nice, right? Next one, 1 and 0.95. 0.95 is in between, huh? Right. Okay, last one is 1.26, 1.3. 1.26 1.3. Here. Okay, I need to zoom in, I cannot see. 1.26, 1.3 should be here. Okay, guys, I've got all the points done. Now let's draw the line of best fit. Okay, so you notice, right, your y-intercept is negative 0.46. That's the cheating part, because we really use calculator to know the answer. We know answer is here, negative 0.46 is over here. So I just have to take this line and extend all the way. That means I use my ruler here. I use a line ruler, use a ruler, join. Make sure it passes through as many points as possible. Now, here's the part, right? It's quite difficult to figure out, right? Isn't it? Don't you think so? A bit hard to figure out. One trick you can do, let's say, I don't know, let's say pass through as many points as possible. Okay, what we can do, because we already know that my gradient is what? 1.39. What's your x? Let me take 1.4. Let me take 1.4. What's my y-intercept? 0.46 negative. So I should get this answer, 1.49. 1.49 is a bit hard, too high. Okay, maybe don't take too far away. Let me take 1.3 or 1.2. Let's say I take 1.2. I'll get 1.2, 1.2. So I know it must pass through 1.2, 1.21. 1.21 slightly higher. So this line here, right, that I have, I'm going to move it up slightly. 1.21 is slightly higher. Like this, 1.21. So this is my line of best fit. So in a way, it's cheating, right? Because I already know my answer. But imagine if you don't know, a lot of people will have big difference in their answer. Your margin of error is very big now. Because this point, this line, the best fit is not really fit. You see, there are 100 points above, 1, 2. 100 points below, 1, 2. This one is about on the line, right? Or you can move this a little bit higher somehow. But this point is quite far below, you see. This point quite far below. So I cannot move it too high up. Yeah, if I move it too high up, then it's not so accurate. Right, okay, next. To find your gradient, right? Normally, I suggest taking 2 points. I'll take 5 boxes across. Okay, I will take 1. This is 1. This is 1 here. Okay, can you read this? What is this? This is 0.9, right? This looks like 0.9. 9 what? 94 or 93. 93, right? This is 93, right? 0.93. If I take this point, it's 0.93. Right? Okay, you might get 94, it's okay. And then what's my gradient? What's my y-intercept here? This one is 0, negative 0.46. Okay, I'm going to calculate my gradient. You can calculate your gradient elsewhere. I just show you on the graph itself. Okay, so my gradient is 0.93 minus negative 0.46 divide 1. This is 1 minus 0. Okay, now let's count. 0.96 plus 0.46. I got 1.42. Okay, could be better because my answer, guys, just now my answer is what? 1.39, right? Maybe, wait, I wrongly, 93, not 96, 93. 1.39, oh, bingo, exactly 1.39. Okay? If you get 1.4, it's still okay. Yeah, 1.4 is okay. Right? This one, the margin error is bigger, right? Margin error is bigger. You can probably get, I think most answer is 1.4, right? I got 1.39. Yeah? Okay? Right. Okay, I'm going to continue. Yeah, I hope you're okay with this. Right? Okay, let's go back to this calculation. You're supposed to, number one, after you draw a graph, they say, write x power a equals b, y in linear form. Hence, use the graph to find a and b. Okay, so let me do it here. you start by introducing log base 10. I can use LG. LG is short form for log base 10. Bring the power down. Break this up. Transfer the LGB to the left. LGY is A, LGX minus LGB. So this is your big Y, this is your gradient, this is your big X, this is your C. Okay, we're supposed to find two things from the graph. Gradient, y-intercept, right? My gradient from the graph is 1.39. So A is 1.39. Now guys, your answer may be 1.4, slightly different is okay. Then what's your y-intercept? From my graph, right? Or from my equation, my y-intercept is negative LGB. From my graph, negative 0.46. So we can cancel this 0.46. To find B, what must I do? This is called anti-log, right? How to do anti-log? Shift log. You type in 0.46. My answer is 2.884. 2.884. Okay, let's continue with section C, question 12. This is from Solution Triangle from 4, chapter 9. Okay, diagram shows a model. The model consists of vertical wall ABCD and a horizontal floor CDEF. CDEF is a parallelogram. Calculate the length of CF. Okay, now you look at this is a parallelogram. You're finding CF. One thing about parallelogram, right? You all know that these two are parallel. So you can do a zigzag if you want. We call it alternate angle. So this angle is 30. Can you see? And if this is 35, you bring down this is 35. Now, we know 80 is here. Opposite side is 35. 30 is here. Opposite side is CF. So what rule can I use here? We can use sine rule, right? So we take CF divide by sine 30. Followed by 35 divided by sine 80. How to find CF? Calculator. Okay, remember the calculator degree mode? Just use a normal function. 35 divide sine 80. Whatever you're getting times sine 30. You should get 17.77. Okay, don't need to give so many decimals. 4SF will do 17.77 images. Okay. So I've got this 17.77. Next, area of triangle ACE. ACE. Okay, now interesting part, ACE is not it is not a flat surface, it's a slanting plane. You see, this is A to C. This is C to E. This is ACE. Can you see that? You're going to use 3D thing, no? 3-dimension. Okay, so first, I know this is 35. You bring down this as 35. Now focus on your parallelogram. Focus on EFC. So this is 110. Okay, maybe I draw for you, guys. I draw this for you. This is your base EFC. This is 17.77. This is 35. This angle is 80 plus 30, 110. How to find EC? We use, what rule is this? Cosine rule. So we take 35 square plus 17.77 square minus 2 times 35, 17.77 cos 110. Find EC. Okay, calculator. Right, 35 square plus 17.77. Okay, I miss a negative. I miss a 1 and a square. Minus 2 times 35 times 17.77 cos 110. Okay, my answer is square root it. Do one shot, 44.34. 44.34. Okay, you need this 44.34 because this represents this length here. Okay, right. Now, how about AD? AD is very simple. You use Pythagoras. This is already 4, right? Yeah, AC. So, right, I know some people may be a bit worried because they think that, oh, my value not very accurate. You also can use more decimal if you want. If you think, you know, you want, you can use extra. But I think 4SF is sufficient for now. So let me do AC. AC will be 35 square plus 4 square root. Now, also we can actually just leave it in surd form. This is 1241. Yeah, if you're lazy, just write 1241, square root 1241. Better than writing all the decimal. Even write decimal is 35.23. Okay, now how about AD? Now this is 17.77. This is 4. We can find AD, right? Okay, AD will be 17.77 square, 4 square root. Okay, so calculator, 17.77 square plus 4 square root. This will give us 18.21. 18.21. Okay, now guys, I know 18.21. I know all this. Okay. Or do you prefer to standardize square root 1241? Okay, just use 35.23. Yeah, 35.23. Yeah, 35.23. Okay, just follow the same thing. 35.23. Okay, I've had the length of all three sides. Now what do? If you're given the length of all three sides, what rule can we use to find the area? Come on, start with letter H. Heron's formula. Right, so now I know I need to find semi-perimeter first. So we start with 44.34 plus 35.23, 18.21 divide by 2. This is called the semi-perimeter. So let's add 44.34, 35.23, 18.21 divide by 2. My answer is 48.89. Okay, now how do we calculate? Remember the formula goes like this, long square root, okay, 48.89, then minus the first difference, the first side. The first side, which side you want to start first? Maybe I start with 44.34, 48.89, second side is 35.23, third 48.89, 18.21. So very long, yeah. Yeah, it's not AD, yes, it's AE. Thank you. This is AE. Yeah, it's AE. Yeah. Now let's count. Now I'm gonna use my calculator. All right, I'm gonna. You see, just now I typed this. It's already saved as my answer. So I'm gonna put a square root. Answer open bracket. Answer minus 34.34. Answer minus 35.23, followed by answer minus 18.21. So I got this answer 305.3. 305.3. Now, well, do I need more decimal point? I think not necessary. You want, you can give more. Yeah, you can give more, but this is 3SF, 4SF, I think it's good enough. Okay, now, first part, we're done. Part A. Part B. A pole has length of 5 meters. It's placed obliquely at the corner. Okay, sounds very funny. Obliquely. That means what? Slanted at the corner E. Okay, so I need to rub this off. It's very hard to see. Okay, I'm going to put a pole. I'm going to use a blue color. It is slanted. Okay, this one looks like vertical, right? Okay, maybe I should make it slant a little bit more. Slant means like this, slant more. Can you see? All right. A stick is used to join top of the pole G to the corner A. Okay, such that EAG is 15. EAG is 15. Now I don't know how tall this thing is. It looks like this. Sorry, again, it's very hard to see, right? This is your G. Okay, EAG. A is here. EAG is 15. Okay, now let's redraw the whole thing because it's a bit hard to see. When put the stick like this. Now this one we don't know whether it's higher or lower, so it's not. Maybe I draw like this. This is E G A. This angle is 15. The length of the pole is 5 cm. We know EA already. Guys, what's your EA just now? I counted. EA 18.21. Right? What are we finding? You're finding the minimum length of the stick. The stick is GA. Right? This is GA. You're finding GA. Okay. Now, the question say minimum. Why do they say minimum? Because, everyone, you can actually put the 5 cm like this or inside. Either face outside or inside. We call it what? We call it ambiguity. So if you want it to be closer, this angle must be obtuse, not acute. Right? So we cannot take the one outside. You got to flip inside. Your diagram should look like this. Okay? So we are finding length of GA. Before you find GA, we need to find angle EGA. So let me do it here. This is part. Let me start with sine rule. We use sine rule twice. Okay, the first time we use sine rule is sine EGA divided by 18.21 sine 15 divided by 5. Find EGA. Okay, calculator. Let me type in sine 15 divided by 5 times 18.21. So whatever I'm getting here, shift sine answer equals 70.50. 70.50. Okay, but can I take 70.50? Hello? Can I take 70.50? Cannot, huh? Why not? Why not? Because this angle is what? Obtuse. Huh? Your EGA is obtuse. Right? So you take 180 minus, you should get 109.5. Okay? 109.5. Okay, but that hasn't helped me to solve for GA. I need to find GA. Before I find GA, I find GEA. Angle GEA. GA should be 180 minus 109.5 minus 15. That'll be 55.5. Is that so? Basically, I take, okay, I'll just show you minus 180, right? This is your 70.5. Then you minus another 15, 55.5. Okay? All right. Now, I know this is 55.5. I want to find GA. Do cosine rule, do sine rule, sorry, one more time. GA divided by sine 55.5 equals to 5 divided by sine 15. You can also use 18.21 divided by sine 109.5. Okay, so I'm going to find GA now. So my GA will be 5 divided by sine 15 times with sine 55.5. Okay, guys, my answer is 15.92. 15.92. That will be your minimum length in cm. Continue. All right, this is Form 5, Chapter 8, Kinematics of Linear Motion. Right, you're given a graph of velocity time. A particle moves along a straight line from point O. Diagram shows the velocity time. Say the time when it stopped instantaneously. Now, particles stop instantaneously when the velocity is 0. Now, velocity is 0 here. Can you see at this point? They say state. That state no need to count on, just write when t is 5. That's all, 1 mark. Okay, find the range of actually should be range of values of t when the particle moves towards the left. Okay, when you towards the left, the velocity is less than 0. Okay, so where is the part of the graph velocity less than 0? When it's below the t-axis. Not x-axis, we call it t-axis. Right? T-axis. This is t, t is time. V is velocity. So you move up. What's your range of values? It's like your normal quadratic inequality, right? Your t will be between 0 to 5. Okay, question. Can it be 0? Cannot. Because when t is 0, your v is 0. You want moving to the left. Moving to the left when velocity is negative. Yeah, negative velocity means go to the left. Positive velocity means go to the right. Okay, only 1 mark. Yeah, 1 mark each are 2 marks. Okay, don't need to do the shading. Don't need to do the shading. Okay, now next, given velocity time is a quadratic function, show that v is this. Okay, now in quadratic, right, even your normal maths, you've learned this before, that here they intersect 2 points. All right, so I think I'm going to use the what do you call that, the roots method. That is, we let v, right, we let your velocity be k, or one of the root is 0, right? Another root is 5. So you put the t minus 5. I hope you know this. The roots are 0 and 5. We cannot just put t and t minus 5. Why? Because we don't know this graph, right? If this is 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, right? Because if it's bigger, then it curves higher. If it's smaller, it curves lower. It looks like this. So you need to assign an unknown. The unknown, you can call it k. I call it k. You can put it a. Because normally I don't put a because a stands for acceleration. Right? Now, what I need to do is to sub in another given point, 6, 12, to find the value k. Okay, sorry, I think I didn't write v here. Let v equals. There's a v in front. Let v equals to this. Then you sub in 6 and 12. Your velocity is 12 when your t is 6. So what's your k? Sorry, this one is 5. 6 minus 5. Your 6k is 12. K is 2. So my velocity function is 2t minus 5. You see, they say show that, right? Show that. So we are there already. Just multiply 2t squared minus 10t. All right. So part B, Roman 1, we're done. Okay, Roman 2. Find acceleration when t is 2. Okay, to find acceleration, we got to differentiate. Differentiate velocity, you get acceleration. Differentiate 2t squared, you get 4t. Differentiate negative 10t, you get minus 10. Okay? Yeah. Yes, when you differentiate velocity, you get your acceleration. Then we substitute t with 2. My acceleration is 4 times 2, which is 8. 8 minus 10, negative 2. Right, that's your acceleration. Okay, Roman 3. Find the distance traveled by the particle from p second until 6 seconds, such that p is a time when maximum velocity is achieved before changing direction. Okay, actually, the question shouldn't say maximum velocity. They should say maximum speed. Why? Do you know why? Because when your acceleration, when your velocity is negative, you're going to the left at the fastest speed. We call it minimum velocity, but the magnitude of velocity is speed. So it's actually by right, we should say minimum speed or maximum, minimum velocity or maximum speed. You're going to the left at the fastest speed. At the fastest speed, right, what's your acceleration? Your acceleration is 0 because your gradient is 0, right? The gradient of velocity time graph is acceleration. So we let your a be 0. So 4t minus 10 is 0. 10 divided by 4, t is 5 over 2. Okay, now that I know my t is 5 2, we know we need to find this one, area under the graph. You see, the question say the distance traveled from p second. P is 502. Maybe I write here P is 502. Okay, and then before it changes direction. Now when okay, wait. Until they say from p second until 6 seconds. 6 seconds is here, right? Now remember, area under the graph of velocity time is called distance. So we need to find this part and this part. So we're going to use integration, right? So now you can use definite integral. That means we integrate 5 over 2 to 5. Your function is 2t squared minus 10 t dt. But the first part is going to be negative. Why negative? Because the area is below. When the area is below, you integrate, your answer is negative, so you modulus it because distance is always positive. Then you plus second part from 5 to 6. You integrate from 5 to 6, the function is 2t squared minus 10t dt. Okay, so as we integrate, right, the first part this will give us 2t cubed over 3. I catch up by working a bit. 10t squared divided by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, this is from 5 over 2 to 5. Okay, this one's modulus, modulus. Then second part, sorry, because I don't have space, so I have to like do it vertically. This will be 2t cubed over 3, 5t squared from 5 to 6. Okay, next we're going to substitute. First we put 5 inside. 2 over 3, remember there's a modulus here. 5 power 3 minus 5. 5 power 2 minus 2 over 3. 5 over 2 cubed. This is 5 over 2 half. Minus 5. 5 over 2 square. Alright, then you plus the second part. 2 over 3. 6 cubed. 5. 6 square. Minus 2 over 3. 5 cubed. Minus 5. 5 square. But this part here, just use your calculator. Don't need to torture yourself to count one by one. Calculator, type in the original function, 2x squared minus 10x. Okay, my limit for the first part is from 5 over 2. 5 over 2 is 2.5 to 5. Okay, my first answer is this. Now you notice it's negative because you modulus it. Negative 125 over 6. Negative 125 over 6. That means this area is 125 over 6. Okay, second part, we plus. Just change your limit. Change your limit to what? 5 to 6. This will be 6. This will be just 5. Okay, answer 17 over 3. Okay, let me add together 17 over 3 plus 125 over 6. You should get 53 divided by 2. If you change it, that would be 26 and a half. Okay, actually you don't need to change the decimal. Yeah, or 26 and a half, 26.5 meter. Yeah. Next question is question 14. This is linear programming from 5 chapter 7. Yeah. Okay, so here Julie produces two types of doll, Mal and Todd. Table shows the information regarding the doll produced. Okay, the number of doll and the cost. So the doll produced satisfy the following constraint. The total number of Mal and Todd produced less than P. So what is the inequality here, guys? Less than P. That means X plus Y less than P, right? Okay, number of Todd dolls produced is more than Q. Todd is Y, right? Y more than Q. So, okay, then the number of Todd doll produced is not more. Todd is Y, not more than 2 times of X. But not more means less equals. It can be equal. It cannot be more than. Yeah, so it's less equals. But the first one, less than, you don't put equals. Less than and does not exceed is two different things. Less than is just one single, no equal sign. Okay, so we write all this first. Okay, then they say constraint 1 and 2 are shown in the graph next page. The shaded region represents the point that satisfies both constraints. Okay, let's see. I hope you can see my graph here. You see, what is this? This is 16, right? See this 16 here? This is 16 here. So what is this equation? Do you want me to write equation of straight line? You all know this, right? Do you prefer to do 16, 16? That means y equals mx plus c. Your m is what? Negative x. What's your c? 16, right? Hello? Your gradient is 16 divided by 16. It's going down. It's negative, right? Negative 1, right? Your y-intercept is 16. So you say x plus y is 16. Now, you notice this is dotted line and the region is below. So can we match this with your inequality here? Okay, sorry, because I don't have a lot of space. Okay, maybe I write here. You're supposed to state the value of P and Q. Only 1 mark for both correct. So what's your P? Your P is straight away 16. No need to do further working. How about Q? They say Y is more than Q. Y is the Todd dollar. So now Y more than Q. Look at this line here. Look at this. 4, right? More than Q. That means your Q should be what? Q should be 4, right? Q should be 4. Both correct, only 1 mark. Yeah. Okay, next. Not yet, not yet. Now, next one. Write, they say, okay, write, okay, sorry, this one is an English version, not written. Write inequality for Roman 3, then build and label the region R. Okay, so, okay, what is the inequality here for Roman 3? Already written down here, this one. Y less equals to 2x, right? Y less equals to 2x. So this is your inequality. Then they ask us to build a region. Okay, your region, right? We really have two. You really have the first one and second one. See, this one is x plus y equals to 16. When you label the line, you don't write inequality, you don't write equal sign. You just write, you don't write inequality, you write equal sign. This one is y equals to 4, so it's above. Now I need to add in one more inequality, which is y equals to what? Y less equals to 2x, right? So to draw this one, very simple. Use a simple table of values, y equals to x, right? We can use x equals to 0, y equals 0. Maybe another one, what do you want to use? X equals to, maybe I put 4, y equals 8. Up to you, you can use any other point. So where is 4, 8? Where is 4, 8? Hang on. 4, 8. 4, 8 is here. You want to draw higher, bigger is also okay. So this is your straight line. Cannot. This is y equals to x. Okay, now the question stated here, y, our inequality is y less equals, right? Less equals means it's below. So this one you have to shade a bit darker. It must be this region here. See that? This is your region R. Normally we use R to represent it. Okay? All right. Now, next, use the graph, right, to answer the following question. Okay, on a particular day, the ratio of hot doll to number of mole doll produced is 3 to 2. So we say hot is y, mole is x, is 3 is to 2. I'm just changing from ratio to proportion. Okay, ratio to proportion. So can we cross multiply? You can write 2y equals to 3x. Okay, so determine the possible number of mole doll produced that day. So again, we need to use a table to draw the graph. Okay, x0, y0, another one. Maybe I use x equals to, take an even number, 4. Y will be what? 6. Am I right? 0046. Okay, so where is 0046? Okay, let's draw 0046. Where is it? I use this one here. Okay, my line cannot. Okay, cannot. This one here can. So 2y equals 3x. Okay, can. Now the question say, state the possible, determine possible value. Okay, now the thing is you need to pick a whole number, you know, right? But it must be inside the region. So what are the possible value I can put inside? What do you think? Maybe I think y equals to 3 over 2x better. So we know your x should be even number. Odd number cannot work, right? So maybe I put use a different color, blue. So 4, 6 can work or not? 4, 6 can work. 6 and what? If you put 6 here, you get 9, right? 6, 9 can work or not? Can. 2 can work or not? Cannot. 5 can work or not? Cannot. Isn't it? Your x cannot be 5. Because if x is 5, your y is a decimal. You need integer value. So the question asks for possible number of mole doll. Mole doll is x. So your x is either 4 or 6. Yeah, you cannot have 5. You cannot have 3 because 3 you have decimal for your y. Yeah. Okay. Now next, let's look at the last part. right? This question will be different, right? Given that the total cost produced is RMK, express K in terms of X and Y. K is your objective function. Okay, let's look at the cost. What's your cost here? 1680 and 14. So 1680x 14y equals to K. That's your objective function. Okay, let me draw this further to the left. This is your objective function. They say express K in terms of X and Y. So this is Roman 2. And then hence draw the objective function and find maximum cost. Okay, remember, to find objective function, to draw objective function, we change to y equals mx plus c. Bring it over, 14y negative 16.8x plus k. You divide by 14. Okay, 16.8 divide by 14. Not a nice number, is 6 over 5. 6 over 5, right? X, k over 14. Okay, 6 over 5. We're going to draw a slanting line with a gradient of 6 over 5. So where is it? Okay, you can draw anywhere, but maybe I start with, okay, I use a purple line. I use a different color, easier to see. 6 over 5 is here. Wow, really hard. Okay, sorry, my line cannot work. One more time. 6 over 5. Okay, somewhere here. You don't have to draw too accurately, because the main thing is we need to find out the point. We need to identify the point. 5 is here, 6 over 5. Okay, so you can see 6 over 5. So this objective function is my k with k equals to 16.8x 14y. Okay, I'm going to take this line. I'm going to slide it up and down to find a point that gives us the maximum cost. Okay, sorry, I need to move it up and down. So, okay, let me draw a longer line. This line is a bit short. Okay, one more time. Let me use this color, like purple color. Draw a parallel line. See, this line should be around parallel, right? Okay, take this line, move it up. Now, we got to pick a point. Okay, here's the problem. Can we take this point? See the far end here? Can I take this point? Can I take this point now? On the right? No. Why not? It's non-inclusive. It doesn't include 4. Your y cannot be 4. Yeah, your x cannot be 12. It's non-inclusive. It's a dotted line. So I need to move further to the left. Yeah, as long as my y-intercept is maximum. So can you see? Can I take this point? See, okay. I hope you can see this point. Okay, let me just zoom in, highlight for you. The point that I'm talking about is this point. What is this point? Tan 5. Can you see? Now, why I can't take this point? This is dotted line. Non-inclusive. Why I can't take this point? Dotted line. Non-inclusive. You must take a point inside the region. And you need to take integer value. Yeah? So we can't take any other one. Can I take this point? Cannot. Non-inclusive. So the closest point I can get is tan 5. Right? So from the graph, we mentioned here, from the graph. Okay, let me go back. From the graph. Okay, wait, this is still from the graph. Your k is max at tan 5. So take tan 5 and sub inside your k. Your k max will be 16.8 times 10, 14 times y, y is 5. Now this is a maximum cost, 16.8 times 10, 14 times 5. I got 238. Yeah, the maximum cost is RM 238. Okay, last question. This is question number 15. This is from 4, chapter 10, index number. Okay. All right. So let's start. Okay. So diagram shows, table shows the information about 4 ingredients used to make type cake. So the ingredient A, B, C, D. All right, so you're supposed to find X and Y. Okay, so let's start with X. X is the price index of ingredient A, 2750, divide by 25 ringgit times 100. Okay, let's count. 2750 divide 25 times 100. My answer is 110. Okay, next define Y. Okay, Y is your price for ingredient C in the year 2021. So your current year is 2250. Your base year is Y times 100. Answer 150. What's your Y? Take 2250 times 100 divide 150. You should get 15. Your Y is 15. Okay, done. B. The composite index for the cost of making the cake in 2023 with 21 as the base year is 127.5. The ratio of the ingredient is 3 to M4. Find M. Okay, I already know my X, right? My X is 110. This is your weightage. 3 to M4. So remember, composite index, which is your I bar, is 127.5. You must take the individual index, multiply with your weightage. The first weightage is 3. Second one, 12.5 multiplied by 2. Next, 150 multiplied by M. Right? Next, 120 multiplied by 4. Divide by total. What's your total? 110. Wait, I think I wrote only. Yeah, 110 times 3. Thank you. Okay, then the denominator is what? 3 plus 2 plus M plus 4. Answer 127.5. So can we simplify this? 150M plus, let's calculate the rest. This one is 330 plus 112.5 times 2 plus 120 that's what is 480. Just type 480. 3060 divide by M plus 9 equals 127.5. So 150M plus 3060, this is 127.5M plus 127.5 times 9. 127.5 times 9. So you should get 1147.5. Okay, I need to solve for M. So I bring it over. 150 minus 127.5 is 22.5. Okay. Okay, then sing wrongly. Then count wrongly. 150 and 3000. This is 1000. Wait. Yeah, wait, I type wrongly. 127.5 times 9 is correct, right? The 3000 is wrong. So it's 110 times 3, 112.5 times 2, plus 120 times 4. This is not right. 1035. Okay. 1035. So your 1035, if I bring over, right? Take 1147.5 minus answer. You should get 12.5 divide by 22.5. You should get M equals 5. Okay. Now, one thing to let you know, you can actually use your calculator function. 150 alpha x plus 1035 divide by alpha x plus 9. You use this button, alpha equals 127.5. Yeah, 127.5. Then what do? You press shift solve for x plus equals x is 5. So you use a calculator to double check. Yeah, answer is 5. M is correct. Okay, so I've got M ready. Next, Roman 1 for this is C. Yeah? C I do here. Right. It is expected that the price of the cake will increase by 20% from 2023 to 2025. Okay. find the composite index, cost of making cake, 2025 with 2021 as base year. Okay, we know the composite index here, right? You see, these are the items that go into the production of a cake. From 21 to 23, your overall increase is 127.5. That means 27.5%. So 23 to 25, they say the increment is what? What's the increment? 20%. 20%, we are at what? 120. Correct? 120, right? So now you're finding what? You're finding composite index for 21 to 25. So 21 to 25, right? We just take 127.5 times 120 over 100. Okay, this is simple, right? Let me count here. 127.5 times 1.2. Just type 1.2. You should get 153. Okay, 153. All right, this is C Roman 1. Roman 2. Set the price of the cake in 2025 if the price in 21 is 100 ringgit per kg. So that means if you have increased by 53%, so what's your new price? Price in year 2025 divided by price in year 2021. 2021 is 100 ringgit times 100. Okay, it's very weird, right? 100 and 100. So it looks like 153. Yeah. Just 153, right? Yeah, just cancel it. 153 equals 153. Yeah, it's not the same. It's just that just change your RM 153. Yeah, they shouldn't give 100 because 100 is too easy. You can cancel there. This 100 cancel times over. All right. Lastly, okay. Let us say find the percentage increase of ingredient C in 2021 to 2025 if the price of other ingredient remains unchanged from 2023 to 2025. Okay. So, okay, how? Other ingredient unchanged. Only one ingredient increase. All right. Now we need to recalculate because you see, if your other ingredient unchanged, if I were to add in here, this is your price index from 21 to 25. So normally we just times 1 by 1 divided by 100. Like A unchanged. 110 times 110 divided by 100. 110. Okay, how about B? 112.5, no change, right? C, I don't know. Yeah, you're finding, I call it I, right? Okay, you want to find, okay, maybe I don't know my, should I put here, this is 23 to 25, sorry, yeah? Unchanged is 100. So we take 110 times 100 divided by 100. This one, 112.5 times 100 divided by 100. This is 150, but now we don't know what is the new index. Okay, I'm going to call this new index I. So yeah, I'm squeezing in here. So if you take 150 times I divided by 100, is it 1.5 I? Hello? 1.5 I. Okay, sorry, you can write, but because our space is a bit limited. Yeah, how do I get 1.5 I? Okay, I say this again. 150 times I divided by 100. Isn't it 1.5 I? Yeah? Okay, this one will be 120 times 100 because all the ingredient that no change, right? So it's 120, right? And now the overall increase is 153. So let's take 110 times the weightage 3 for the first one, 112.5 weightage 2, next one 1.5 I, weightage is M. What's your M just now? 5. Then next one is 120 times 4. Your total weightage. Okay, since I know M is 5, sub inside. What is your total? Total should be 153, right? This is 153. My job is to find I. Okay, so let's count. This is 330 plus 112.5 times 2 plus 480. This is 1035. The same, no change. This is, okay, 1.5 times 5 is 7.5 I. 1035. This one we know is 914, 14 153. 7.5 I will be, okay, I cut short, don't write so many steps. we take 153 times 14 minus 1035, you should get 1107. You divide by 7.5. I got 147.6. Okay. Okay, I don't know whether I make any mistake here. Okay, wait. Okay, let me see again. Correct. 147.3. So 147.3 is the... Okay, but the question asks for percentage increase. Okay, yeah, so you get a minus. So your percentage... Okay, sorry, I need to change this. Your percentage will be 147.6 minus 100, 47.6%. Okay? Guys, I think that's the end of our discussion for this paper. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.